Hi, I'm Mark Powers for This Old House magazine. An outdoor bar cart made of weather-resistant cedar will help you serve up backyard cocktails all summer long. To get started, cut lumber for the cart's two trays, the handle, and the cross pieces that support the top tray. Cut off the corners of the top tray's short sides so that each edge matches the height of the thinner long sides. Tray centered handles onto the tray's short sides and use a jigsaw to cut them out. Smooth over cuts and rough spots. Lay a long side of one tray flat on a work surface. Use a 1x3 on edge to mark space at the ends where the short sides will be attached. Glue and nail a 1x1 to the space between these marks. This ledge will hold the tray slats. Repeat for the 3 remaining long sides. Glue and nail the sides of each tray together, short sides between the long sides. Then for the top tray, glue and nail 9 1x3 slats across the ledges using a couple screws as spacers between them. Repeat for the bottom tray using 10 slats instead of 9. The cart has 2 longer legs and 2 shorter legs that are fitted together at notches you will cut. To make the legs, use a miter saw to make parallel 45-degree cuts on 4 1x2s, then cut 1/4 inch off the long points at each end. Lay the 2 longer legs with the cutoff points flush at one end and mark both surfaces as outside faces. Measure and mark the holes and notch locations on both legs. Repeat for the shorter legs, but mark these as inside faces. Turn all legs on edge and draw a line at each edge's midpoint between the marks to designate the depth of the notch cuts. Use a miter saw to make several kerf cuts at the notches on all legs. Remove wood from the notches using a chisel. Drill, bolt, and pilot holes through the legs where the axles, bottom tray, and cross pieces will be attached. On the outside of the long legs, drill countersinks for the handle screws. Flip them over, and on the insides, make recesses for the handles with a 1-inch paddle bit. Fit together the notches for one longer and one shorter leg, then drill a hole through the legs at the notch and fasten them together with a screw post. Repeat for the second set of legs. Drill bolt holes in the bottom tray at least 1/2 inch above the tray's bottom, then screw threaded brass insert nuts into the holes. Make similar bolt holes and add insert nuts to the cut ends of the cross pieces, making sure the holes are centered by drawing 2 lines corner to corner on each end. To assemble the cart, bolt one set of legs to the bottom tray and to the cross pieces, making sure the holes for the handle face the inside. Use nuts and hex head connector bolts to attach the legs. Flip the cart over onto the attached legs. Thread the axle through its hole, then fit the second set of legs over the axle. Line up the holes on the tray and cross pieces and bolt everything together. Slip the wheels onto the axle and use cotter pins to hold them in place before covering the ends with axle caps. Make the bottle rack to size. Cut 2 long sides, 2 short sides, and 3 bottle dividers. Glue and nail the pieces together using a bottle as a spacer. Set the bottle rack on the bottom tray and lay the top tray on the cross pieces. Now round up your bottles, some ice, and a few glasses, and get ready to serve your guests in style.